Good afternoon from Distubia. 3:37 real time. Excuse me, 13:37 real time, 14:37 PSYOP time, 28 degrees. Probably within the next hour and a half, the temperature will go up 4 or 5 degrees because that's how they do it here in Distubia. It's very dry. You can tell they're taking all the moisture out of the air and the ground. And of course the rivers are drying up. In my opinion, it's because of the mercury that they spray. Nobody talks about mercury being sprayed. Probably because that's what's happening. It's my observation that the truth is not being told by anyone, really. I'm not hearing it. Look at this. They're calling this a cloud here. You see that? Straight line there, straight line here. It's like barbed wire. They can't not spray because if they quit spraying, the temperature will drop. This morning it was 12 degrees. Tomorrow morning it's going to be 20. That's what I read. Why is that? Well, because they're going to blanket this sky overnight to keep the heat in. Like a lid on a pot. Same thing all the time. It never ends. This is the lot of the people who live in Mystery of Babylon, which is all of us currently. Take a look at here. Very, very dry. It's like in the desert. Well, I lived in the desert also for, dear, I don't know how many years. We moved there when I was 15, and when I was around 22, I left. I hated it there, and now look, now I live here. Desert. The desert follows me wherever I go. Folks, don't believe they're not spraying just because you got a little bit of blue in the sky, because it's white, actually. If you look around, you can see the very edges of the periphery are completely white. Look at this. It's white. And it's causing heat. How? Because it is metal. It is electromagnetic conducting. I know why people don't want to believe it, because if you believe it, then you'll have to realize that your whole life has been a lie. But it's better to believe the truth now than to bury your head in the sand and be blindsided in the next couple of years. It won't be long, folks. They're going to drive this thing home. They're going to bring the man of sin. Satan is going to manifest. That's a fact. It says so in the Bible. It's been prophesied. The God of this world. Take a look back here. It's really white. Take a look. Can you call that blue? It's like a bluish white, steely white, because that's exactly what it is. It is magnetic because it's metal. It's iron. They're getting the iron into the clay, which will not cleave. What does that mean? It means bones are breaking, brains are breaking. It means Alzheimer, it means ALS, it means cancer, it means leukemia. All of these things. It doesn't do any good to deny reality, folks, because it's there. It's just beyond the veil. And nobody's going to tell you about it. Sure you can watch TV, you can listen to the radio. Somebody in my family used to say, well, you know, if they were manipulating the weather, then they would tell us on the news. I mean, talk about naive. It's sad, really. That's how much trust mankind puts in entities that he doesn't even know. Turn on the TV. Do you know those people? No, but I've been watching them for the last 40 years. Well, that should give you a clue that maybe there's some sort of a simulator. You know, people talk about the sun simulator. What about simulators on TV, simulators on the radio? The truth is much more bizarre than you think it is. And that I even think it is. But nevertheless, it is the truth. And Jesus said, only the truth will make you free. And he was right. How can you be free if you believe in lies and deception, just to placate yourself? It's not going to do you a lick of good when you're standing in front of the judgment throne of God. I mean, do what you want. God gives you a free will. God says, I gave him a free will. He wants to suffer for eternity. That's his business or her business. So we have to do the same. And I mean, if you want to suffer, that's your business. It's just that the truth needs to be told, because too few people are telling the truth. Too few people really know the truth. People who worship Satan don't know the truth. They're under complete strong delusion. They do what Satan tells them to do because Satan will give them likes and subscriptions or subscribers, status. When I had my first YouTube channel, I had almost 200 subscribers within a very short time and lots of comments. And then once I started really talking the truth and speaking the truth and telling it like it is, YouTube completely hacked me. They deleted my channel. It was in the beginning of Corona in April that year. I think it was 2020. I got an email saying, sorry, you've transgressed our community guidelines. We're taking off your channel. And that was the end of that. It took me a long time before I could even create a new one. Because of course they have my IP address. They know who you are. You see, they have your number. Quite literally, they have your number that they give you themselves. So anyway, in the grand scheme of things, all your likes and subscriptions aren't going to do you a lick of good when you're standing in front of the judgment throne of God. People don't believe in judgment because Satan has told them it's all about love. Go ahead and do what you want. I love you. Satan doesn't love anybody. People who lie to you do not love you. They don't even really have much self-respect, to be honest with you. And that's the truth. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect you. Take a look at this white here. It is just really... This is what's causing the heat, folks. Not the sun. It feels like the sun because of what they sprayed and all the frequencies that are running through. And then you have a light source, which they're giving a bad name. It's not really the glow ball. It's the sun that God created. It's a light. Anyhow, everything's dry here like in the desert. Take a look at this corn, all dry. This is what they want. The Bible talks about the famine, the pestilence, and the sword. And guess why that's coming? Because people aren't telling the truth. They pretend they're telling the truth, and then they hide behind the horns of Satan. And they try to pull a fast one on you because they think everybody's stupid. And they're fooling you. No, you're only fooling yourself.